Now, I'm going to introduce David McFadden. One day he may be my colleague, and we'll be voting together.
Since I can't make the meeting, the question and answer afterwards, let me get my home phone number, and anyone here can contact me.
Sure.
It's 845
845
351
351.
5012, and I invite anyone to call me with any follow-up questions.
Okay. Dave?
Yes, sir.
Question one, all right, which is really, was going to be valid, it isn't anymore, but when you started this race, was Hall still in the Congress and was planning on going against you, on running for the seat again?
Yes.
All right.
The incumbent is running for the seat again and was when I entered the
All right,
race.
he's running for the seat again.
Yes.
But what makes you think that you can win against an entrenched Congress?
Well, it's a very good question. First of all, it's going to take money. Entrenched incumbents usually win 90% of the time. But I'm going to do it by challenging him on all of his unconstitutional voting record and programs that are bankrupting America. And when he starts talking to me about his health care plan, I'm going to ask him how many jobs he created in Rockland County. I'm going to ask him how many jobs he created in Orange, Dutchess, and Westchester. He's very vulnerable because he's voted with Pelosi 90% of the time.
Thank you. Hold on to that. Try and keep all these answers in your head, because later on, you're going to be making decisions on them and you know, who you want to support and how you want to do this. All right, the next one is, again, a very important question, particularly in this day and age. What is your position on the various immigration problems facing the country?
I do not believe in amnesty. I believe in closing the border. I would also like to speed up the process of becoming a naturalized citizen. I think it takes too long. And I also think that we should find companies that are hiring. I believe in the card verification system. And I do not believe in sanctuary cities. I think they should be defunded.
Okay. Everybody clear on that? It was very unambiguous. We appreciate that. Next, what is your approach to the economy, and how would you deal with some of the massive debt, the unchecked spending, and job creation?
I would support a balanced budget amendment. I would freeze spending at every level except for military and national defense. And I would support a anti-pork bill, unless, of course, it's a building with my name on it. And I would caucus with Paul Ryan and the Conservatives. I am a Jack Kemp fiscal conservative.
Former Paul Ryan, I can appreciate that.
Good quarterback.
Oh, yeah. All right. Now, this is an again, an explosive issue, but will let us know where you're at. What is your position on abortion?
I am pro-life from conception to natural death. I'm adopted, so I believe that every child has a right to life.
All right. Now, because Dave will not be here for the everybody asking part, I want to take 5 minutes and people will ask him their questions. This is not going to happen with the other candidates, but he was blessedly succinct.
Thank you very much.
Anybody have a question for Dave? All right.
Yes, sir.
I noticed you indicated that you would freeze the spending.
Yes.
Why would you not push to minimally a 10% cut across the board, perhaps accept?
Thank you for asking. If I was given more time in the answer, I would certainly support that, even a 15% cut. I would also permanently reduce capital gains, starting with a capital gains temporary holiday for at least 2 years. That's what's going to put capital back into the marketplace, take the uncertainty out of the marketplace. And I would also I would grandfather in the Bush tax cuts. And so, yes, I would support a freeze. I would also lower corporate income taxes and personal income taxes and keep a freeze on property taxes, working with my local representatives like Andy Rabbitt, Ed Diana, and other local state representatives.
Tim, you had a question?
Yeah, drilling. I didn't stand there. I know there's a disaster going on right now.
I believe that we need to stop our dependence on foreign oil. I believe we need to develop our natural resources here at home, including drilling, and including a robust nuclear program. I understand this drilling is a big spill is a big disaster. Unfortunately, that happens just like in the airline industry. That doesn't mean we're going to stop flying. I believe that we should drill off the coast of Alaska as well.
Anybody else have a question?
Yeah, what's your
Yes.
position on cap and trade?
I'm completely against cap and trade. I don't believe in man-made global warming, and I think it's nothing but a cap and tax program to redistribute wealth.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yes, sir.
Just one more. Do you think term limits would break the federal bank, would add pensions with every 6 years if someone retires?
I don't believe in term limits. I believe in term limits, and I also passed term limits when I was mayor. I will turn myself out after 12 years. If you can't accomplish what you hope to accomplish in that time, you should step aside, just like the founding fathers intended.
I'm concerned about the people like you that retired and do collective pension, and another 6 years from now get one, and we have more pensions to the system than we have.
Yeah, it's not a perfect system. On the other hand, people that don't term out are typically the ones that allocate the most pork and work most closely with lobbyists and special interests. So I think there's a risk-reward there, but I think I would fall on the side of term limits.
Okay, anybody else have any questions for David? Thank you, David.
Thank you.